Instructor Varner, please seat the graduates. We are live streaming today's ceremony. Please rise for the presentation of colors. Good morning. I'm Danielle Ford. I am honored to be your MC for today's celebration. Everyone, please be seated. Before I begin, I want to give you a quick safety message. Please remember that in the event of an evacuation, we're going to go through the doors and we're going to proceed to D and 6th Street. Now let's talk about today's special event. We are live streaming the ceremony, so graduates and family members who couldn't be here in person are tuning in from their laptops, TVs, and phones. The celebration doesn't stop today. The ceremony will be available for you to rewatch on YouTube. You will hear many graduate names called today, but not all of them will be in this room. That's because many of them are already out in the field. They're serving their customers, our customers, in their new roles. Even though they can't be with us physically, we still honor them and recognize their achievements. At Metro, training is a core part of safety. It's how we invest in our people. It's how we create career pathways. The training you have completed wasn't easy. It was rigorous, it was demanding, and it required your focus and dedication. Some of you have spent weeks, months, and today we celebrate your resilience, your commitment, and your success. Let's give these graduates some applause. I'd like to recognize a few people in the room today with us. We have, starting with our board, Walter Alcorn. We also have with us our Chief Operating Officer, Leroy. Our Deputy General Manager, Andy Off. Our Chief Safety Officer, Jamie Johnson. And from Local 922, we have Mr. Brown. Our first speaker is a leader whose energy, vision, and commitment to Metro can be felt in every conversation, every project, and every part of our system. He's a tireless advocate for our employees, our riders, and the future of our region. Please join me in welcoming our General Manager and CEO, Randy Clark.
All right, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, who's excited that we're at graduation, huh? Yeah, I know there's some people over there that are super excited. Thanks for making it here today. Luckily, we did this Friday instead of Monday. That would have been a little rough. Of course, Metro was running, so we would have been okay, right? So great seeing everyone here today. Listen, we do a lot of stuff at Metro. This is a big, and there's some of you are employees that are doing different roles, and for new employees, this is a big, complex place. But I will tell you, one of my favorite things to do is graduation. We do it usually once a month, And it's just such a great way to celebrate our organization, but what makes a great organization and any great organization work are the people that work there and the people that are part of that family, right? And so that is what I'm super excited about today. So let's start off. I want to thank Danielle and our training instructor team. Just great job. We train a lot of people at this organization, obviously new hires, but recertification, lots of deep technical training. And part of it is, too, we're big. And so we have a goal this year of 500 bus operators. And so that is a big amount of people to make sure not only just getting technical training, but the mentorship, the leadership, and just making sure people are both physically, mentally, and technically prepared for the roles that they have. So just Danielle and the technical team and the training team, great job as usual. I want to thank board member Alcorn for being here. The entire board is part of our big structure here of supporting this organization and both political representation around the region, but also helping us move the agenda forward with strategy and other major topics. And board member Alcorn represents, he's the chair of our Operations and Safety Committee. So deeply connected to training and with our core value of safety. Everything we do is about safety at this organization. We'll talk about that in a second. I want to thank Tim and our labor partners. I don't see anyone from 689 this morning. They might have a meeting or whatnot, but I know Ray and Barry usually show up. And I always say, you can't be a union member unless you're a Metro team member, right? And I really appreciate, Tim, your collaboration and leadership. Our job isn't to agree with the union and everything, but we work together on topics. And I think we're in a really good spot between labor and management. They care about your interests. Trust me, we care about your interests as well. So again, our labor partners, thank you. A big piece I see, and it's hard with the storm week, but we got some family members here. And I just want to thank you for being here, but more importantly, thanking you for your support of your loved one. When you come here, you're now part of the Metro family as well. So there's kind of a two-sided street. Well, depending where you are right now, it's a one-sided street. Come on, that's snowbanks too early. Anyone else ready for spring? I grew up in Canada, and I'm done with this stuff, right? So the family stuff is a big deal. So, the unfortunate part of Metro is when the community needs us the most is when they will not be at home. And the times like July 4th, the cookouts you've had and known on July 4th, they're effectively over for a long time because your family member is serving the community, right? And that's part of what we do. We're so meaningful to this community. We move it. We drive the economy. We drive the quality of life. A ticket in Metro is a ticket to someone's education. It's a ticket to someone's health care. It's a ticket to someone's job. It's a ticket to change their life. And that's what we provide, and therefore your loved ones are actually delivering every day. So the ask here is to please be patient with a loved one. Help them deal with, they're going to have mostly good days here. But let's be honest, every place, there's going to be some bad days. And we might have a few customers. You might not even want them to be customers. But the overwhelming majority of people are just going about their life, and they're really good people that are trying to get around. And they're going to have days to come home. You got to be there and help support them. You got to make sure, too, they're encouraging on some days they don't want to go to work. It's really important that they go to work because there's repercussions of not going to work. I'm sure Leroy will mention that. And we don't want any repercussions. We want people to be very successful here. I would say backwards to the employee team, don't take work home as much as if you don't need to, and enjoy that time with your family because you're here, and part of being here is the ability to look after yourself and your family and create a great quality of life. This is a career-making place. And when Leroy gets up here, he's going to speak in a second. Leroy came in as a track laborer, and now he's the chief operating officer, and he probably has 4,000 or 5,000 employees. And probably now he'll tell you, I got 6. This place, you can do anything. If you put your mind to it at this place, you could do anything. It's really about, attendance and attitude. Those two things are a powerful force. And we are here to support you, and we are here to give you the tools to be successful. So again, thanks to the family. I also want to just say straight up congratulations. A lot of you have put in a lot of hard work. There's weeks and months depending on the position, and we are excited for either your promotion or for you to join Team Metro. Metro is on the rise. We're the best transit agency in North America. And that's a big deal. Miss Bell. You don't know Miss Bell, you will know Miss Bell. She's the best. And I'm not just saying that because, like, oh, you know, the guy that runs the place should be saying that. And by the way, probably should be if we think we are. But we are. We just won the top transit award in North America as the best organization in North America, best transit system. We've led the country multiple years straight in ridership growth across everyone else in the country. Last year was the lowest crime year in the history of Metro. And that is a big, big deal. Really big deal. So yes, it's really important for our customers to feel safe. It's really important that you all get to feel safe too. Now, there's still going to be days where there's something and you're like, hey, that doesn't look right, or this person's not treating me right. We're going to continue to work at tools, whether it's bus operator shields, our special police officers, we have crisis intervention specialists, we have an extensive video network. But at the same time, my big message is you have to look after your and your coworker and your customer safety. That is your principal role here at Metro. Always look after your safety, your coworkers, and your customer safety. And if you do that, we will have your back. Okay, that is the relationship here. You're counted on to look after everyone's safety. Customer satisfaction, last year was the highest customer satisfaction we've ever had in the history of the organization. This quarter that just ended, rail is at 91, bus is at 77. I think it's 77 again, Q2. Now, bus is always going to be a little less than rail because people don't like traffic. That's not a statement about us. They just don't like sitting in traffic, right? Those are high numbers. And I've joked before, there's not a lot of things in America that people agree on 91 or 70. Like, most people in America can't agree it's Friday, right? We're in a weird spot as a country. To have that many people think this highly of this organization means the work we're doing is really high quality work. So we expect you to continue to deliver that. I'm going to be out on the system a lot, and you probably heard that. Yeah, I could see a little look like, yeah. That's a good thing. I see people I see all the time out there, right? We are out there. Andy's out there. Leroy, we take the system every day. We live via the Metro system. And whether it's the bus or the train or stations or elevator escalators or you name it, let us know what's going on. We will do our best to help you. Now, you also have a lot of other people that care about that too, right? So you have, like, I see Miss Bell in front of us, right? You have lots of leadership here that are out on the system. Let us know what's going on, and let's kind of nip it in the bud early before it becomes a bigger thing, right? And so just let us know little things that are happening. But we are out there. We're not out there to burn anyone. The best thing that we could ever do is have a year with no discipline. That would be, I say it all the time, oh my God, that would be the best, right? Tim, wouldn't that be great? No discipline. And we don't want that. We want everyone to be super successful here. And I just ask you, always think about the customer, right? And I've said it before, if we pretend it's our grandmother waiting for the bus, waiting for the train, waiting for the elevator, waiting for the escalator, that the bus didn't break down, the train didn't break down, if we all think of grandma, we're going to do fine. Because no one wants to see grandma waiting in the snowbank for an hour for the bus, right? And so if we just keep that principle in mind that everyone out there is relying on us, we're going to do really well as an organization. So you are joining at a great time. Team Metro, I just, when I have the chance, I want to say thank you for everybody's hard work. This last week proved once again how amazing this organization is. Other parts of the region are still struggling a little bit. I mean, mind you, this was a very unprecedented type of storm, but we rolled really well. We kept people moving. During Sunday, during the worst of the storm, we still moved almost 65,000 people. Think about that, right? Like, no one should be even out. And that means people going to hospitals and grocery stores to work, or police officers, or other things of that nature. We get people around. Even during the entire response, we moved almost 1 million people. That's how big this place is. When we are back to good weather, we move 1 million people a day. And there's very little places any of us will get to work where we could positively impact 1 million people in a day. And that is a cool responsibility, but with it comes accountability. And we got to be accountable to each other and to the overall mission. So I'm excited for you to be here. Congratulations again. I know new operators, graduation's the best because you can start making some more cash pretty quickly, right? I see some smiles. We're happy that you're going to make that cash, and we're excited for you. So again, Danielle, congratulations on another great class. Let's have a great ceremony, and let's have some fun. Thank you.
Randy, thank you for your leadership and that context of what it means to move from a trainee to a professional. Next up, I would like to invite Leroy, our next speaker, to share a few words as the Chief Operating Officer to you as graduates.
Hey, good morning, folks. So listen, I'm going to start where Mr. Clark ended, but really just want to thank the team for all of the efforts over the past week, not just during the storm, but just the preparation to make sure that we would successfully execute. There were a lot of meetings leading up to it, starting, I think, Monday or Tuesday of last week, and the team just did a phenomenal job. And there's going to be opportunities to improve, but overall, the team just really executed for our region, right? How many of you all out there in the snow operating a train or a bus? All right. So you already know the challenges that the team is facing that's dealing with it right now. So really appreciate you for all that you did this week. Really just want to double down on what the GM talked about. Really thank our union partners, our family members, the training team for all of the hard work that you all have done. Look at Ms. Varner, like you just became a training instructor, over the past year? Yes. Right? Like you were the first female bus operator in the bus rodeo to come in second place?
Second place in 50 years.
Second place in 50 years, right? So just wanted to highlight that you all were trained by the best of the best, right? Just really want to say congratulations to the team, the folks that's being promoted, the folks who completed the requisite training for a bus operator, train operator, bus mechanic, also the rail mechanics, and as well as LPIs. I think we also have some RTCs in the mix as well. So just really kudos to you all for the efforts that you all have put forth thus far. Just want to make sure that you all have a legit understanding of the impact that you can have. First of all, your best ability is your availability, right? Everybody know what that means, right? That's used in sports a lot. Like, we need you to come to work, right? We need you to make sure that you fully embrace two other things. First, safety, right? Rely on your training, lean on your training. And if you have questions, don't be afraid to raise your hand and ask for help. Also, customer service, right? Everyone knows why we're here. We're here to provide the best service possible to our Metro Access customers, our rail customers, our bus customers. But we have to do it with a smile. We have to do it with a sense of pride every single day. And that starts by how we show up in our uniform. Like, you all look amazing today. And I want to make sure that you all keep that look as you go out throughout your career, right? Let's not go away from the uniform. In June, we're rolling out a new uniform, right? It's going to look a little bit more modern. It's going to give folks a lot more flexibility between hot and cold weather. So really just want to make sure you keep that look, because it's important. To the folks in the control center, you have a look that you got to maintain as well, right? So me and Greg have been talking a lot about that over the past couple of months, so some more changes coming there as well. Also, when you think about something that Randy said about careers and the opportunities that exist here at Metro, I started here 26 years ago as a track laborer, and now have been able to navigate my way and actually be able to become the Chief Operating Officer here at Metro, which I'm extremely grateful, proud, and humbled by. But when I look at Jewel Bell, she started out as a bus operator. Now she's running all of bus transportation, right? I look at Marvin Gray. He started out as a bus operator, and he has matriculated throughout the organization as a rail operator, moved on to rail supervision, and now he's the senior director of rail transportation, right? So those two folks, I'm going to tell you, are some of the hardest working folks that I know, right? And I can tell you. And they have great patience because they put up with me every day. And looking at Greg, Greg came from Atlanta, down in Marta, right? He started out on the front line as well. So we have a lot of experience that's really here to support you all. So I just hope that you all really understand, if you want to be a RVO, if you want to be a bus operator, if you want to be a RTC or mechanic for the rest of your career, be the best you can, because you will be impactful to this region. But if you want to move up and do other things and explore, you can do it. This is the place to do it. So I just want to go back to one thing that I said earlier about customers, customer service. Without our customers, there's no reason for us to be here, right? So how we treat our customers matters. Even on the days that we're not feeling our best, we got to figure out a way to suck it up, deal with it, and still provide excellent customer service. To bus operators, it is okay to say good morning. It is okay to say thank you for using Metro, right? Like, we have a lot of station managers out interacting, probably more frequently than definitely than some of the maintenance team, but really just want to make sure that even when you're out, make sure that you are engaging our customers. We had some track crews out clearing bus stops over the past few days, and customers were just coming up to them and just saying, thank you for what you do. Thank you for what you do for the area of the city that they were actually clearing bus stops. And those guys don't necessarily get the opportunity to engage. So like Joe Fowler's team, like they were just so happy to get out there and engage with our customers. So just want to make sure that you all understand that we as the collective team, that's why we're here, right? So I asked this at last graduation, so I'm going to ask the same question I asked last time, and then I'm going to ask an additional one. How many of you all actually used the system before coming to Metro? All right. So to the family members, how many of you all have ever used our system? All right. So a good number. So like you got a lot of pressure on your hands because not only do you got to make sure you provide an excellent service to your family and friends, but just to the entire region at large. And I just ask you all, if you all see something that's not going right, let them know, right? Because they can get in touch with the people who can make things happen. So with that being said, I just want to say welcome to the team for those of you all that's joining us. Congratulations on those that's being promoted, and thank you for choosing Metro.
Leroy, thank you for being a model of what growth can look like here at Metro. And then thank you for that hashtag moment of being available or availability and ability. It's really much, really appreciate it. And then would also like to bring up next as a speaker, Timothy Brown, to say a few words to our graduates.
Good morning. Congratulations to all the graduates, LPIs, and the people, what's they call RTCs. My name is Tim Brown. I'm the president of Teamsters Local 922, where I represent the fine men and women of Landover Division, the home of the Rodeo Champ 2025. I had to throw that plug in there. I had to. I'm just here to say, to echo the sentiments that Randy and Leroy had already said. This is a great career. I've been here 23 years. I started as a bus operator, and I was elected last in 2024 as the president and business agent of Teamsters Local 922. I still love operating the bus. I'm still involved in watching to see what's going on in the streets for the bus operators to make sure everything is good. Always in contact with Jewel Bell and Leroy and his team to make sure operators are being treated fairly out there on the road. So we got a lot of challenges out there, but it's a job that I love to do. I did it for 23 years, and I loved it. I went to work every day, and as Leroy just said, I grew up in D.C. I caught the bus to school every day. My family catches the bus, catches the train, so I know it's important for us to just be a servant. I call it being a servant to the public. And we learn how to be a servant. We learn how to be humble enough to greet people when they get on the bus and to make sure they get a smooth ride. I'm proud of Metro. And this year, as Randy said, the agency became one of the best agency out here. That means a lot. Seen a lot of things going. So I just want to say congratulations. Wish you all the best in your new career. And as you continue to move up in WMATA and anything you choose to do, the sky's the limit. All right? God bless.
So again, thank you to our speakers for those inspiring words. And now it's time to recognize our graduates who's worked hard to reach this milestone. Here at Metro, we have a pledge with principles that guide our workday. We will read this in responsive. I will say statements, and then you will repeat those statements after me. So if I could have the graduates please stand. I pledge to perform my duties and responsibilities with integrity. Character. And as a good steward of the public trust. I am committed to supporting our mission. to move the region safely and deliver service excellence to our customers. I will never compromise my own safety or the safety of my coworkers or customers. I will be courageous and hold myself and others accountable for their actions. I will always serve Metro with pride. Thank you very much. You may be seated. Now, in just a moment, we will invite each of you to come forward, and you will take a formal photo with the GM and other leadership team members. Staff will direct you to come forward as your name is called, but please bring your open certificates to the right of the podium, and we'll pause for a formal photo over here. Family and friends, we encourage you to join in the photo if you like. Randy and Leroy, can you please join up front?
The training and safety instructor graduate is Tammy Nupa. From Class 2401, the Railcar Mechanic C graduates are Eric Fuentes, Tovio Tam, from Class 2403, Andrew Brown, Keandre Brown, Chin Bui, Alexis Seller, Giovanni Frost Conway, from Class 2504, the Rail Traffic Controller graduates are Tiara Gary, Novellis Marte Brioso, David Reed, Donovan Thomas, Juanita Wilson. From Class 2505, the Rail Traffic Controller graduates are Leslie Risper, Camilla Robertson, From Class 2601, the Rail Vehicle Operator graduates are from Class 2601, the Non-Passenger Bus Line Platform Instructor graduates are from Group 18, the Garage Mechanic D graduates are Akil Akoado, Jeffrey Cutler, Kevin Gamble, Marcus Mack West, Christian Sharp, Abel Teka, Tremaine Turner, Derek Ware. From Class 2601, the Non-Passenger Bus Line Platform Instructor graduates are Tracy Barnes, Deanan Bynum, James Carter, James Feenster, Daryl Fry, Sharice Gaines, Lakeisha Hardaway, Rashida Hicks. Tracy Patton. From Class 2601, the Rail Vehicle Operator graduates are Ellen Brown, Sheldon Brown, Marjay Corbett, Isaac Halu, Robert Henderson, Antonio Marble, Alexis Moses, Frederica Pauley, Mila Riddick, From Class 2601, the bus operator graduates are Blaine Hamlet, Kelvin Lane. From Class 2602, Marion Blair, William Clark, Laura Colbert, Kermit Demas, Kenneth Dooley, LaShawanda Gibson, Donia Johnson, Brandon Laborde Jr., Albert Monroe, Joseph Platter, Michelle Ricks, Natia Tolland, Michelle Williams. From Class 2603, Sterling Act, Rhonda Blackman, Enoige Claremont. Antonio Dillard. Kevin Freyer. Kashwana Harper. Alaric Hodge. Wamishia Hose Carter. Dana Jackson. Jerika Johnson. Daryl Johnson. Bertina Lane. Melanie Porter. James Reynolds. Jameel Thompson.
I would like to thank everyone for joining us today. Just a reminder, these photos will be emailed to you in about 7 days, graduates, so please check your Metro email. The final thing we have today is a big group photo, so we ask that family and friends please exit the room and start enjoying the reception. Graduates, please stay for a few moments, and we will ask you to follow staff directions so that we can take a group photo. Once again, thanks everyone. Please be safe on your commute home.